Max, this is for you. Just talk about the experience you've had over the last few months playing in those big tournaments, that opportunity. Kind of what have you learned from about yourself and about the PGA Tour, I guess, in the future?
Yeah, it's definitely tough out there. It's just a different lifestyle. Auburn's so great, teammates are so great, but you get out there, it's definitely a lot self-centered, and it's just a complete 180 from college golf, and that's definitely something that kept me coming back.
What was it where you decided you wanted to come back from junior year, obviously, to a part of security?
It was a no-brainer for me. I love Auburn, and I'm happy to be here, and I wasn't ready to turn pro after my sophomore year, and it made so much sense for me to stay after my sophomore year.
Got a few. When you see the statistics like the first amateur to have 3 top 10s in a row since Ken Venturi in 1956, knowing all the great players who were amateurs in between that time from 56 to now, how do you react to that?
It just gives me confidence that I can go out there and do it. Obviously, there's been so many good amateurs to go out there and play on the PGA Tour and eventually turn pro and be successful, but to put my name up there into that category is truly special.
And then, do you feel like, in a sense, this is the best of both worlds, the fact that you're able to have this PGA experience and then still compete at least one more season with your buddies?
100%. I mean, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. I'm very happy to play in these PGA Tour events, but I'm still a college golfer and just looking forward to starting up this college season.
One more, if I can. I remember talking to you before, in a setting like this, before you won the national championship as a team of freshmen. I think at the time you said you hadn't signed any autographs on campus. And I'm scrolling this summer and I see you signed a bag of potato chips. How about getting noticed, being a celebrity, and maybe knowing that you could inspire a lot of young people?
Yeah, it's really cool to be able to potentially inspire people. I do my best to keep my head down, not do anything flashy, so just get to work and keep getting better and inspire people through my golf game.
Jackson, when you describe the Walter Cup experience for you, what it meant to be on that team, what it meant to win out of that second one?
Yeah, that might have been one of the best experiences of my life. Getting back to California, getting with a lot of friends that were on the U.S. team, and being able to go out there and get a win, that was unbelievable. There's so many family and friends out there to support me and my teammates, and Cypress Point is truly one of the best golf courses in the world, and do it at a place like that, it's just I can't put it in words.
Jackson, as well as you've been playing and as well as things have been going, what are you working on? What do you want to, try to work on and improve?
There's always room for improvement. Particularly right now, it's just mental game, just figuring out how to keep shooting good scores and just fixing little things here and there, but just figuring out how I can be the most consistent person out there.
Jackson, just how do you approach those PGA Tour events knowing that you can't win prize money, but your future is already secure? Like, you've already got that tour card. How do you kind of go into those? Is it almost a nothing to lose situation? How do you just kind of approach those tournaments?
I want to go out there and win. I think that's my mindset. Coach Kleiner talks about it all the time. Like, we play for trophies, and the other stuff comes after that. And if you go out there playing to win, you're going to have a lot better shot than worrying about a check or anything like that. So if I can go out there, get in a good mindset, and think I'm going to win, I feel like I'm going to do pretty good.
How much is that mindset now going into this season? You guys win a national championship, come up a little short last year. I mean, that's the goal, the obvious goal. But how much of a drive is that now heading into this year?
I know our whole team wants to win again. Only 3 of us felt it my freshman year, and we got some newbies on the team. But if we can go out there, play how I know we can definitely get it done.
Jackson, have there been any pros, whether in practice rounds or the range or something like that, who've kind of taken you under their wing a little bit, giving you a little bit of advice out there?
I've gotten to know a lot of guys out there very, very well, and I know a bunch of the younger guys out there just from competing with them in college and junior golf. So I've been able to talk to them about their transition, and a couple of older guys. play a little bit of golf with Russell Henley. He's been one of the main guys I talk to. He's been playing out of his mind, and a lot of respect for him and how he plays golf. And it's incredible how he uses his mind to really place well in tournaments, and it's something I admire and try to put into my golf game.
The Ryder Cups this weekend, how will it change your view of watching guys you competed against and some guys you actually beat in tournaments now playing in that environment? Does it want to change the way you kind of view it this weekend?
A little bit, but I want them to go out there and go get a win for USA. I'll be cheering on for sure. It's watching as much as I can, and it'll be really cool. Talk to a couple of the Ryder Cup guys about Beth Page, and it's going to be unbelievable, and it's going to be a rowdy crowd.
Jackson, I feel like NIL is such a negative connotation now, but for a guy like you, can partner up with Titleist with different golf, whatever. How big is that for you, being able to come back and keep playing college golf?
NIL is great. It's definitely benefited me and a lot of other of my peers in a very positive way. And it's not just about the money, it's about growing relationships with brands for when you turn pro, that they can see that you're loyal to them, and they might value you a little more as one of their sponsors. And another thing is like social media. Now that I have an NIL with Titleist, they can post me on their social media, which helps me grow my brand.
We saw Phil Mickelson was tweeting, trying to recruit you to his LIV team. Has LIV reached out to you at all? Is that something?
Not that I know of.
I know you spend an extraordinary amount of time on the putting green, but so do a lot of other college and professional golfers. And yet, not all of them can do what you do. So I guess the question is, are great putters born or made, or a combination?
I'd say a combination. You need to have a great mental game to be able to putt well. It's easy to get in your head over the putts, and there's just feels that people are gifted with and some aren't. And fortunately, I was gifted with a couple of them. There's a couple of things I wish I did a little better, but it's definitely comes down to practice, though. Just putting in hours and hours on the putting green, kind of understanding how putting works, and rather than just getting the ball in the hole.